All right, today we're diving into something really cool called Grok Imagine. We're going to break down exactly how you can take a simple idea, or heck, even just a single image, and turn it into an absolutely stunning video, completely for free. So, yeah, let's get right into it.
Just think about that for a second. What if you could create video from a single thought? It sounds like something straight out of science fiction, right? Well, with Grok Imagine, it's pretty much a reality. This whole tool is about taking that little spark of an idea in your head and turning it into actual moving art.
Okay, so first things first. What exactly is this tool? Let's get down to the fundamentals of Grok Imagine and what makes it so easy for anyone to just jump in and use. So Grok Imagine is part of the whole XAI family of tools, and you'll often see it built right into platforms like X. The main goal here? To make creating video incredibly simple. And when we say free, what that usually means is you get a certain number of daily credits, which, trust me, is more than enough to get started on some really amazing projects.
Okay, so you're probably thinking, I'm ready to go, where do I find this thing? The first step is just knowing where to look. So let's check out the 3 main ways you can get your hands on Grok Imagine.
You've basically got 3 main options. If you're on the X platform, it's usually right there in the Grok tab, easy to find. For a more focused experience, you can go straight to the grok.com website or grab their mobile app. And finally, you want to keep an eye out for it on partner platforms. Think sites like imagine.art or invideo.ai, which might even offer their own set of free daily credits.
Now for the fun part, the creative process itself. We're going to start with the image-to-video method, and honestly, this is the one I'd recommend. It's often the most reliable way to get really high-quality controlled results simply because you're giving the AI a super clear starting point to work from.
And you're going to love how simple this is. It's just 4 steps. First, you start with an image. You can either generate one from scratch or just upload your own. Second, you look for that animate button and click it. Now here's the magic step. You get to refine the motion with another prompt. And finally, you hit generate. That is literally it.
And that refined motion step, that is where the real power is. You're not just animating anymore, you're directing. You can tell the AI to do a slow camera zoom for that dramatic effect, or you can bring a static scene to life by prompting birds flying in the background. It's that level of specific control that takes a video from just good to truly great.
But what if you don't have a starting image? What if you want to create something completely from scratch, just from your imagination? Well, for that, we're going to turn to the text-to-video method.
This one's even more direct, if you can believe it. First, you just make sure you're in the right mode, Grok Image Video. Then, and this is the most important part, you write a really detailed prompt describing exactly what you see in your head. And finally, you just set your technical stuff, like the aspect ratio and how long you want the clip to be. And this prompt is the perfect example of the kind of detail you need. Look at this. It doesn't just say a city. It says cinematic. It sets the weather with in the rain. It describes the action with heavy traffic of flying cars. And it even calls out the camera movement, slowly pans right. The more detail you feed the AI, the closer it's going to get to that vision you have.
So, just to do a quick recap here, if you've got a specific visual you're starting with and you want controlled, high-quality animation, image-to-video is your best bet. But if you're starting with a blank canvas and you want total, complete creative freedom, then text-to-video is definitely the way to go.
Okay, so you've got the basic methods down. Now let's talk about a few pro tips that are going to take your creations to the next level and really help you get the absolute most out of this tool.
Now, this is a total game changer. Grok doesn't just make silent movies. It automatically generates matching background audio and sound effects, and you can direct it. If your prompt describes that rainy city, you can literally add with the sound of heavy rain to your prompt to make the whole scene completely immersive. How cool is that?
Here's a little practical tip you'll want to keep in mind. Your limits. Most free users get around 20 video generations a day. Now that's a ton of creative firepower, but it's good to be aware of. If you happen to hit that limit, don't worry. It usually just resets every 24 hours.
And hey, one last little tip for you. If you want the AI to generate something a little more unexpected or experimental, look around in the settings for things like fun mode or spicy mode. These can really push the creative boundaries and help you break through a creative block. Just, be aware that the normal content moderation rules still apply.
So there you have it, the tools, the methods, and the pro tips to really master Grok Imagine. The only thing left to ask is, now that you have this incredible tool in your hands, what amazing story are you going to bring to life first? Go out there and create something awesome.